Good morning, y'all. Welcome back to Moro's Cooking. Bienvenidos a Moro's Cooking. En el video de hoy vamos a estar ahumando un brisket de 20 libras. And we're going to be showing you the whole process. We're going to trim the brisket, we're going to smoke it, and then we're going to eat it. Alright, so right here I wasn't really talking, but as you can see, I was trimming the brisket, taking some of that excess fat off. We're taking that fat off because that fat doesn't get juicy. That's the type of fat that it's really thick and it's not good. You know, you get a mouthful of just a big bite of fat, so we don't want that. We want the fat on the inside of the meat. And I'm not gonna lie, I kind of was struggling a little bit because it's my first brisket, so I didn't really know what to cut, what not to cut, but I was just going off of what I saw, you know? Like, if I saw a big piece of fat, and I'll be like, yeah, that's coming off. So, yeah, if y'all see me in the middle of this video just stopping and looking at the brisket, that's what happened. It was my first brisket, and it was a lot of confusion. I don't know what to do, so don't get discouraged by that. I'm still a pit master. Alright, y'all, so this after the trimming and the seasoning. The only things we used for seasoning today was some paprika, some coarse sea salt, and some coarse ground black pepper. Now, the reason you want to use the coarse ground and not the powdery type, that powder will clump up and it'll make like ugly balls all over the meat. So you want to get coarse salt, coarse pepper, and the paprika is not really for the flavor. It's more that orangish color. It's going to be real nice when it's done. So I'll see y'all outside. But right now, it's 6:21 a.m. So I don't think there's going to be too much good lighting, but I'll try to get something out there. All right, y'all. So we out here on the fat board today. Gonna be smoking. So we're going to light it up right here. You know, good tip. The day before, just leave all your wood ready and leave some wood in the chamber so you can just turn it on and then start the show. All right, so we got a good fire going in the firebox. It's looking good. So we already put our brisket on. And I wanted just to say this real quick. So y'all, when y'all buy a brisket, y'all are gonna see that one side is bigger than the other. This side is the point. Esto se llama el point. Esta parte del brisket es la que tiene la más grasa intramuscular. It has the most intramuscular fat. So we could put it. Este lado lo podemos poner del lado del fuego porque está más protegido, porque tiene un poco más de grasa. You can put this side next to the fire because it has more protection from the heat. Y este lado, este músculo aquí que es plano, se llama el flat. This part right here, this is the flat. This is the leanest part of the brisket. Es la parte del brisket con más carne. Y son dos músculos juntos que vienen siendo del pecho de la vaca. So right now the brisket's cooking. I wanted to take some time to give y'all some tips. So first tip is for the rub, for the seasoning, whatever you're going to put on it. Is if you're going to put the salt on separately like I did, you can put a lot of salt on a brisket. Because if y'all remember from the pork butt video, that's what I said. Whenever something is thick, like a brisket, a pork butt, anything like that, you can put a lot of salt on it and it won't be salty because the salt penetrates through the skin. Si quieren cocinar algo y le van a poner sal, si es una carne gruesa, le pueden poner mucha sal y no le pasa nada, pues se penetra la sal y le da más sabor. Alright, tip número 2, si están cocinando un brisket, les recomiendo que cocinen a un fuego bajo y lento. Ahorita tengo poca leña adentro del offset y eso es para que no se los vaya a quemar la carne, porque si le ponen mucha por afuera se quema la carne y queda fea, pero por el medio va a estar muy cruda y no es lo que queremos. Y también si le ponen mucha leña, el fuego puede estar muy alto y si se cocina bien su brisket, pero va a salir muy reseco. Y luego no queremos un brisket reseco, ¿verdad? Queremos uno que esté jugosito y con mucho sabor. So this tip number 2, if y'all want to cook a brisket, I recommend cook low and slow. If y'all go hot and fast, it's going to be real dry brisket. So you want to do log by log or whatever you're doing, just little by little. You don't want to load it too much because then you're going to get a dry brisket and we don't want that one. juicy, flavorful brisket. All right, so we've been on for about 3 hours. I went inside, got me a little coffee. It's kind of cold, but yeah, starting to get some color on there. All that red, that good color, that's the paprika. And you can see the pepper. You can see all the little grains. That's why I wanted to get that thick grain. So yeah, it's looking good right now. It's not drying out on us. All this fat right here, you see it's starting to melt. So it's good. So we just put it off the smoker. I think we got a good bark. It's been on it for about 6 hours, 5 hours. So right now we're gonna wrap it up and we're gonna put it back on for about 4 hours. All right, so we got it wrapped up. We're gonna put it back on the smoker. Oh, that's hot, man. Make sure it's wrapped up tight. Gonna leave that there for about 4 hours and then we'll come back and check on it. All right, y'all, so we finished the brisket. This is how it looks. It has a real nice bark to it. We spent 8 hours cooking this, so now we're gonna make the big reveal, see how it came out. All right, so right here, I paused for a minute because I really thought when I cut off the corner that it was raw. I thought it was a flop, but as y'all can see right now, like in 3 seconds, it wasn't. Yeah.
Can I get a piece?
All right, y'all, so we finished cooking the brisket. We already cut up the flat right here, the part that has more meat. La parte que tenía más carne ya la cortamos y está aquí adentro. Pero aquí está el point donde tenía más grasa. Y miren esto, miren, es puro jugo todo eso, miren, puro sabor. It's all juice right there, man. It's good. As y'all can see, it's my first time cutting into a brisket. Like, boy, what are you doing, son? This is a piece from the point, from the fatty part. As y'all can see, it's all juicy. Got a nice smoke ring and a nice crust. This is for the before and after purposes. Just know that if y'all are gonna make a brisket, y'all are gonna have to do a lot of trimming. Yeah, it's really gonna change the size. It's gonna go from really big to really small, but yeah, so to conclude this video, we smoked brisket for about 8 hours. We did about 6 hours unwrapped and about 2 hours wrapped. So if y'all enjoy the video, make sure to like, subscribe, and keep sharing it. And thanks for all the support.